Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. We have an extremely foggy morning out there. Check that out. Excuse me, you can barely see anything on our Red River Valley Fair sky cam we've got there. And Austin Carisu for the Valley Today was actually live all this morning, and even when he was on the ground, it was hard to see. Even just looking out the window here out of our break room, I was having trouble. It's even past the parking lot. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off talking about just that. I'm going to share my screen with you in just 1 second once I get this set up. We're going to talk about that fog, okay? I am over on the Valley News Live website here. I'm on our weather tab. We're sitting at 54 degrees here in Fargo. You can see that fog. And it looks like we're going to stay cloudy, mostly cloudy, up until about 11 o'clock. Then we're going to turn sunny. Change is coming, okay? We're going to hop on into about 79 degrees, our high for the day, once we hit 4 p.m. And then heading on down, I'm going to let you know about our first alert weather day we got coming for tomorrow. So, isolated severe storms, most likely threats are large hail, damaging winds, most likely in the Devil's Lake Basin. So that's tomorrow. If you're in that area, definitely a good reminder to stay updated on those weather alerts. We'll keep you updated here with our first alert weather team as well. I'm going to look at our 11-day planner. You can see we stay in these higher temperatures. Nothing like last weekend, huh? We're going to stay 80s, 70s, looking pretty good. Cool a little bit by next weekend, but summer's still here, at least in my brain it is. So we're going to hop on over to our news portion of this segment, but just really quickly, especially as we take on this first alert weather day, it's a really great idea to keep that VNL weather app handy so you can have those forecasts right at your fingertips. First Alert Storm Team works very hard to keep you updated in the know with everything you need to know, especially during these first alert weather days. They'll keep you prepared and safe with everything we can do in that realm. Free to download, easy to use, might as well. Hopping on over to our news portion now, Valley News Live has been digging into the numbers surrounding the city of Fargo's contract with the Cass County Jail. So last month, Sheriff Jesse Johnner and county commissioners expressing concerns that they may have to sever that agreement if the two sides could not come to a new agreement. But at the end of August, they did just that. So we learned through our investigation that the city made about $483,000 in citations from criminal offenses in the year 2024 and about $280,000 from non-criminal offenses. Unclear right now exactly how many of those citations were for Fargo-only offenses, though. The city did emphasize to us the goal of the Fargo Municipal Court is to enforce the law, not to make money. Meanwhile, last year, the county billed the city about $411,000 for prisoner costs. So this contract starts in January 1st, and goes for 3 years, raising the cost that the county would charge the city per inmate from $85 to $120 per day. As we have told you before, though, this only applies to cases where people break Fargo-specific ordinances. Jail crowding has also been an issue, in recent years, but the new jail pod partially opening this month, and it'll be fully open by the end of the month, providing them with even more space. On Monday, Valley News Live did speak to Cass County Sheriff Jesse Johnner, who says the sheriff's office has been cracking down on people with outstanding warrants. We played that for you yesterday on our update here on this desk. We also did speak to the sheriff on the phone yesterday afternoon. He was a little too busy, didn't immediately have time for a full interview with us, but we'll keep you updated there as we continue to learn more. And Fargo police are now identifying the suspect involved in that armed robbery on Monday involving a Fargo landscaping company. So the suspect is 29-year-old Nathaniel Smith. He's up on your screen right now. Police are currently looking for Smith. They say he's about 5'7", 150 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. If you got any details on where he may be, you're asked to please get in touch with Fargo police. Now on Monday, Smith allegedly pulled a gun on members of Snow and Lawn Dynamic and told them he was going to take the truck. Smith then hopped into the truck and drove off. Officers found the truck and the trailer down the road. Devils Lake police responding to a critical incident in the area of the 300 block of 15th Avenue Southeast yesterday. Police say they tried to execute a search warrant there. I'll pull up video from the scene. They say the person in that home, identified as an off-duty Devils Lake police officer, barricaded himself in the home with a weapon. Law enforcement negotiated with him for several hours, and shortly after 9:30 yesterday morning, a weapon was fired and the man was taken to the hospital. There is an ongoing investigation that's being conducted by the North Dakota BCI. Harwood City Council plans to make a final approval vote on that AI data center project in Harwood. That is tonight at a special session. So the proposed $3 billion AI factory has some locals concerned about potential electrical use and environmental impacts, while supporters look at the roughly 200 full-time jobs it could bring to the area. Valley News Live plans to bring you live coverage tonight at 6 and 10. Over in Moorhead, mosquito spraying has been a hot topic for the last few weeks. Over $200,000 are in the city's budget to get rid of those pests. Numbers provided by the city show $205,000 goes to contracts with providers like Cass County Vector Control. $14,000 goes to the Public Works Director and Public Works Office Manager for their oversight, and another $7,000 goes to administrative costs and supplies. $11,000 of that can be transferred to the general fund if need be.
I feel sorry for the people that might really feel the pinch if this thing is closed.
So you're hearing from seniors expressing their concerns since their senior center has recently been shut down. Board members have made the decision to close the community center for a number of reasons, and city officials say it's been due to filling positions within the building and the lack of being able to keep these people fed. This closing does not just have senior citizens upset, but former staff members as well. Valley News Team's Harrison Prey brings us the story.
I miss the activities we used to have, and I would just like to see it return.
The people of Ellendale are nostalgic, looking back on the good times from their adored senior center in Ellendale. But according to city leaders, the decision to close the community center came down to a shortage in staffing.
They've been having a hard time filling a cook position here in town, and so the decision was made to close the kitchen. And now that they have a issue finding staffing to even just facilitate the senior center here, they are looking to close.
In the meantime, senior citizens are now directed to go to the community center in Oaks, which is just over a half-hour away from this facility in Ellendale. But staff members are still holding out hope that this place will open back up again.
Whether I get to cook here again or not, which I hope I do, because I miss them greatly, and I just feel that they're a group of people definitely worth fighting for. And then allowing the seniors the opportunity to elect their own board.
Peggy Worthy was a former site manager of the Senior Center from 2011 to 2023, and she's seen a lot of change since she's last worked there.
While I was here, we were a full-fledged senior center with 4 or 5 employees. That has gradually been dwindling.
Other than having enough staff to take care of these people, feeding them has been on the minds of many.
What are the people going to do that have the home delivered meals? That's the big concern.
I asked one of the former staff members if they would be in favor of having the community center open in Ellendale, but had to give clients their meals from their facility in Oaks. Could you be okay with that?
No, because I have been with my clients when they've gotten their meals, and I've ordered meals myself, and they are cold. They say they're not, but they are.
In Ellendale, Harrison Prey, Valley News Live.
So the city council president says that they are currently speaking to other entities in town that could potentially provide meals to people if the senior center in Ellendale opens back up again. Moving on here, local Hornbachers locations hosting their 18th Gobble It Up event. So this was partnered with United Way, and it happened yesterday. Attendees of the turkey-themed event were given the option to make a donation to United Way, and in return, you get a turkey sandwich meal.
There are 3 bold goals that we have. It is education and families, it is minimizing hunger, and it is helping with homelessness. So really we're serving meals to lift up families in the community is what we're doing.
Officials with United Way say they raised $39,000 last year. The largest farm show in the upper Midwest is happening this week. Big Iron Farm and Construction Show got underway yesterday at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds. And as a reminder, the show does run today. That's from 9 a.m. to 5. It wraps up tomorrow, but it'll still go for a pretty long time tomorrow. You got a full day of it. 9 to 4 is tomorrow. So remember, 9 to 5 today, 9 to 4 tomorrow to go check out all the awesome stuff that Big Iron's got going on out there. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Wednesday morning. Remember, you can find this streaming on Facebook, YouTube. You can find it streaming on our website as well. I've got it rocking over there, too. I do this around 7:30 on weekday mornings just to keep you in the loop, in the know with everything that we've covered throughout the morning in case you missed something last night or this morning. And we will, of course, keep you updated online and on air throughout the day here at Valley News Live. And you can stay posted with that VNL News app. Remember, again, we got a First Alert Weather Day coming tomorrow. So if you have not already, probably a good idea to download that VNL Weather app so our First Alert Storm team can keep you in the loop with everything that's going on as we take that on. Again, that's all I got for you here on this Wednesday morning. I hope you have a fantastic morning and a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.